play cricket?
How can we train the Thais to play cricket? I'm going to be coach. I'm going to be the coach. And this is going to be my base. We're going to have a little academy here, go running on the beach, make the Thai cricket team next world champions. Sri Lanka, I remember, well, Mullaritharan, Sangakkara, Jayasuriya, all the boys, you know, Ranatunga, De Silva, Arjuna De Silva. It's a great place to go into, you know, people, it's great to go over to these countries like India, Pakistan, where cricket is a religion. And, you know, when you come to town, the whole country stops and gets behind the team, and so you really do feel like you're in a contest, because everywhere you go the place is buzzing about cricket. India especially, you know, like Sachin Tendulkar, probably one of the best players I've played against. You know, he's an absolute, well, he's almost like a god over there. And yeah, it's great to be part of that. It's the spin bowlers. They've got Mendes and Murali's still playing. Murali's the leading wicket taker in the world today, and especially on the wickets they play on, which take turn because they're so dry. It's very difficult when you don't know which way the ball's going to play it, and you know, it's just moving about in front. You don't know how to play, and so it takes a little bit of time to become accustomed to that. And if you're a new member of the team and you're going out there fresh and you've never played against these boys, it's tough. We've been trying hard. We've been getting a side together under Andrew Strauss, who's the captain. Andy Flower's the new coach as well. We gave West Indies a good beating at the beginning of the summer, so that's brought some confidence back to the side as well. And I think all the guys will be up for it this summer. Well, 2020 cricket is kind of a luck of the draw kind of thing. It's just 20 overs. It's crash bang wallop. Anything can happen in it. That's why the crowds love it. That's why we had full houses all summer, and people come out to watch it. It puts bums on seats, and even though you can have a good side, sometimes one bloke can just put his hand up and win the game for you in 2020. Some bloke comes out there and smashes 100. You know, it's over so quickly. It's a bit of a lottery, but that's what makes it so exciting. Beach cricket's good fun, you know. Beach cricket, it is what it is. That's where the kind of Caribbeans learn how to play their cricket, on the beach with the palm bat and the tennis ball, taped up tennis ball, and just mucking about and enjoying it. A lot of it is their mental attitude. They believe they're the best side. They believe they have that right to be the best side, and so they just keep producing. And also the structure, of course. They've got a fantastic structure over there. Academies. They're you know, making the next test stars for the future. And I think when you've had such big role models like the Warnes and Gilchrist and things like that, is that you want to emulate them all the time. You know, and plus, you know, they've had a bit of luck. I mean, it's not every time that you get all these great players come along in one hit, so sometimes it's a bit cyclical sometimes, you know. Sometimes you have this great lot and then you go off a little bit, like the West Indies, the great West Indies side of the 70s. Now they're struggling a little bit, but you know, they'll come back because there's a lot of tradition there, and especially in Australia, especially against England, you know, because they sort of say we invented the game and we're going to bloody get you and things, you know, and so there's a great rivalry there. So Australia will never ever send a poor side over to contest the Ashes in England, because it just means too much of them. It means too much to them. Well, with England, as you say, Flintoff and Peterson, massive. Obviously, there's Mullaritharan still playing as well. Sachin Tendulkar still playing, but there's this new era now because some of the older guys are starting to retire, and it's whether these new guys now can create their own, you know, superstardom. That's what it's all about. You know, the old guard sort of move over a little bit, and then the new guys come through to make themselves household names. We're going to bring cricket to Thailand. I think we all should come and stay here, that's for sure, because I mean, this is just, you've got an infinity pool coming out there, and there's great facilities in there, and you've got bedrooms, 2 bedrooms in there, beautiful. I mean, it's just fantastic. Quiet, peace and quiet. Just chill out, get back. Everywhere has its own unique sort of uniqueness about it. My favourite is probably Australia, but then the Caribbean was a great place to tour. Barbados is fantastic. Probably because when I was growing up, the West Indies side was such a fantastic side. I think that perhaps I'd say the Caribbean. It's like cricket in the raw. That's where it kind of, you know, the big shots and big fast bowlers and everything. So I'd say probably the Caribbean. You know, but for crowds, you know, I played in front of 120,000 at the MCG, and you know, the noise and you know, just you know, flashlights and everything going on. You know, Aussie's a great place to play as well. Wow, I wish I was still playing. The boys are making some good money now, especially on the IPL. I think there's got to be we've got to be a bit careful about the IPL. I think you need a balance between it. You know, obviously, Test cricket is the tradition, and we do need to keep that. IPL, which is the T20 in 2020, you know, is all this excitement. I think the T20 boys are trying to kind of bully the Test cricket out of the way, but I think you just need a balance, because if you have a diet of just 2020, I think it will become a little bit boring quite quickly. So you do need to have the two kind of formats and just enjoy both formats. They don't need to be against each other or in competition with each other. Just enjoy 2020 and enjoy Test matches. You know, there's no difference. It's just difference in personnel. You know, when we played against the Australians, they had a fantastic side. We were just a bit unlucky. We had the likes of Warne, Gilchrist, McGrath, Langer, Hayden, and all these guys. So we were kind of under pressure from the start, really, because they had 7 or 8 world-class players. They say you need 2 world-class players in your side, and they had about 8. So we were struggling. You know, so but those guys have moved on now. They've all retired, and the England side have taken that. You know, as a help, you know, and so now the likes of Flintoff, Peterson, and these fellas, I expect a big summer from.